So today the project is a new screen for the van. I'm going to show you how to easily create a screen for your van for less than $50. Now, if you saw my earlier video 2-3 years ago about how I installed the screen in the van, you'll know that there were some problems with that screen. One of the problems was that when I closed the door, there was a flap here, and it flapped over and got a hole in it from the opening and closing of the door. Well, this screen may solve that problem because this screen doesn't have a flap. This one is tight against the door. Now, I started setting this up so that I could cut it to size, and I'm going to show you step by step how I'm going to do that. So, the first thing you do is get it set up so that the magnetic closure closes without fail every time. And it needs to close the way you want it to close. And that's very important. I'll put the size that I purchased on screen for the ProMaster van. It's important that you measure accurately to get the proper size so that you don't have to do too much adjustment. Now, take a closer look right at the door. Now, as you can see, this fuzzy part is on both sides. I could put it this way, and then the magnets would be on the outside of the van, or this way, and it's tighter on the inside. If I'm tight against the inside, sometimes when I close this, the grab handle might get in the way and stop it from closing. Now, there we go. But I would rather have it be on the inside tight like that, because then when the door is opening and closing, it won't catch. But it's really nice that this material is on both sides. Now, of course, this screen is too long for my application, so I'm going to need to cut it down. It's about 1 foot longer than necessary. So I've taken the sidewalk chalk and I've marked it where I need to cut it. I'm also going to go over here on this side where you can see I got about 1 foot extra, and I'm going to form fit it and draw a line where I need to cut it so that I can make the nice curve that the ProMaster van has. So I'm going to do that all the way along with this white chalk. As you can see, I've got my white chalk line here, and this is where the magnetic closure is. So I want to cut it off right here, but inside here there is a long solid piece of magnet. Down here at the bottom there are some short pieces. So I'm going to cut this right here, and I'm going to slide those magnet pieces out. So that's one of the short magnets, and I want it to end right here. There's a long magnet in there, but I can swap it out for this short one, and it'll be pretty perfect. There's another short magnet, and then there's a very long magnet. That magnet, that long one, definitely is not as strong as these smaller magnets. So we're going to cut this off right here, and it's going to be perfect to slide in one of those magnets there. So we're going to cut it right there. And then we're going to end up sliding one of these magnets up inside, and that'll be the end for the closure. And then I'm going to do the same thing down here. There's 2 small magnets at the bottom. which makes sense. They have two small, stronger magnets at the bottom so that it'll close tightly. So we're going to relocate those up to the top here. So we got the screen here with our chalk line on it. Got to be careful as you're laying it out not to brush the chalk line off. And then I'm going to cut this line, and that's the curved line along the side of the ProMaster van. When you're building your van, you'll probably use XPS insulation for your floor. If you have extra pieces, hang on to them because they're excellent to do any cutting. You can put them underneath anything you're going to cut and cut right into it without dulling or damaging your blade or your saw. Now we're going to set up to cut the one long strip. So cutting the straight line will be really easy. There we go. And that's the bottom piece that we're not going to use. You can see the curves that we have to deal with. So my idea is take the Velcro and cut slits in it so that I can bend the Velcro around those curves. And by cutting this, I think I learned as I was cutting it that I really need to cut a little bit on both sides to give it that relief it needs. Now to attach the Velcro to these sides that I cut, my idea is to use a glue. I've tested about 10 different glues, and the two that came out as winners were this Flex Glue and this Max Strength Gorilla Glue. Both of them are clear. And for this application, I'm going to use this Flex Glue and give it a try. I bought a brand new tube of this thing because it does come out rather thick, and over time, even though you seal it up the best you can, it thickens up. So we're about to open this up. My little saw here. Now I have an old tube that I have had around for a while, but I believe it's thickened up a little bit. They changed the graphic on the outside, but hopefully it's exactly the same stuff. Both of them say Pro Formula. So what I'm going to do is apply a bead of that Flex Glue to this Velcro. And then we're going to put the screen on top of it, and then another piece of Velcro is going to go on top. I've already pre-cut little relief cuts all along here to allow the glue to grip a little bit better and for this to be able to take the shape as it makes its gentle curves around the screen. So that's what we're going to try to do. All right, so now I'm going to smooth it out. All right, that glue is nice and thick, and I like it. Now we're going to form fit this screen. It is actually working out a little bit better than I thought. I thought this was going to be more difficult. It is sticky and thick the way I expect it to be. So now this piece goes on top of that piece, and then we'll squish them together. This has worked out a lot better so far than I thought it would. It is much easier to do than I expected. So I've put those two pieces together, and now I'm going to take these boards and I'm going to put binder clips or clamps along these boards to hold it together and to squeeze that glue out a little bit more. I don't mind if there's a little glue showing, because that tells me that there was enough glue to go all the way across. It's clamped up, and this is the way it's going to stay until tomorrow. Tomorrow we will actually put this in the van and mark the locations for the magnets on the bottom. So I'll see you tomorrow, or for you guys in a few moments. And I think I've learned from doing this that I may be using a little too much glue. A little excess is squeezing out that I have to peel off. What's nice about this is if it squeezes out beyond the material, you can easily just peel it off. But this time I'm going to use a little bit less because it does squeeze out. It will squeeze out the bottom, and I'll peel it off. If it squeezes out the top, it's a little more difficult to peel off. Like as you can see right here, it squeezed out a little bit. And then you simply place the other ribbon on top and then squish it together. Through those clamps on there, you can see right here, the glue is squeezing out a little bit. Just going to let those sit for a few minutes, let the glue squeeze out. Then I'll pull them off and wipe the glue clean. Honestly, it might be even better to let the glue dry, because then you can peel it off. But I think I'll do a little of both. And I think I did well, because the only place I got glue coming out is right here. And way down here. I got glue squeezing out. So we're just going to wipe that off. And if I left that, it'd be very easy to peel off later. One part of the Velcro that's on your van is going to be stuck to the molding that goes around the door. And then the Velcro that's on your screen is going to be stuck to that self-stick Velcro. But then, just to be sure that that self-stick, because the heat inside the van can sometimes soften that self-stick tape and it may start to sag. So it doesn't do that. You can use binder clips. These little binder clips, these are the little tiny ones. They're excellent to back up that self-stick Velcro. And they're really easy to use. Just grab a hold of that molding, squeeze that binder clip, and put it on. Now, once it's on like that, you just take some needle nose pliers here, squeeze this together, and remove it. And you can easily remove the one in the back. And then you just leave that piece right there. And that will be kind of your emergency piece to ensure that this doesn't fall. Well, as you can see, the screen is completed. A few notes about making your own screen. Of course, you're going to need the side door screen and the rear screen. And if you do both of them, you're going to need 2 tubes of the flex glue. Don't try to do it with just one. You're going to end up running out like I did. So pick up 2 tubes. You'll also, of course, need the Velcro, and you're going to need some nylon webbing that I used on the back. All the information will be in the video description, and on the website, there is a free van build guide, which will have the step-by-step sequence to build these screens. So before you go, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and hopefully you'll see me on the next video. But if you made it this far, there's a few key things that you're going to want to know about making the screens, and I save those to the end. So check these out. One of the things is, on this screen, I put the Velcro on both sides because I didn't know which way I wanted to turn this Velcro, if I wanted the screen on the outside or flip it around so it was held tight on the inside. I ended up making it tight on the inside. And if I ever make this screen again, I'll probably only put the Velcro on the inside because I suspect this furry side here might get dirty as time goes on. Now, the manufacturer of the screen, if you look over here, the manufacturer of the screen, they actually have the fuzzy part on both sides. And when I did it up against the door, I put it so that the magnet was closer to the inside because I wanted to make sure that this door, when it's closing, doesn't end up catching it. And if I put it out on the outside, it'd be really close to where the door closes. Okay, so that's for the side door. Now let's go check out the back doors. On the back doors, I actually used 1-inch wide Velcro, even though the stuff that's stuck on the frame here is only 3/4 of an inch. I purchased 1 inch. It gives me a little leeway on where I want to stick it on. And on the back, I did not put Velcro. I put a nylon ribbon, a webbing instead, because I knew I wasn't going to use this side for Velcro. So all of this material will be in the description of the video and of course on the website. But I think this is going to work out really well. If you want to know how well these screens work out, please subscribe to the channel. As time goes on, I'm sure I'll be giving you updates. Also, hopefully, I'll have some more interesting videos that will help you with your van build. Once again, please check out the website and download the free van build guide. It includes links to over 100 videos on how I step-by-step built this van. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.